Is it sealed for your protection? Oh my god, it's time to hit a button. What's up, Internet? What's up, Internet? What are you doing? Hi. Hi, welcome to the show. I couldn't even remember that it's Monday. How would I possibly know if it's Monday or not? How would I know if it's Monday or not? How would I know? How would I know what day of the week it is anymore because I'm trapped? Trapped in a pandemic nightmare. You know what's weird? I feel like most everybody's trapped in a pandemic nightmare, except for the people that are continuing this nightmare. And some people would say, are they single-handedly continuing this nightmare? No, not necessarily. But it's virtually single-handedly. Now, I want to talk about some stuff today because it's Monday and it has been Hell Week. So I want to give you guys some updates on things that are going on. My daughter has been very sick. We've been getting basically no sleep. Neither Victoria or myself have been able to really get any work done until today. And that has been just Vicky. And then I've been able to go to work because luckily my work is isolated. Like I'm isolated at work. I'm at a job site all by myself. So there's no one else around. I've been testing to see whether or not I am positive or negative. I've been negative every time. Every test has been negative. I don't currently have any symptoms. I'm what you call asymptomatic at this point. I have no symptoms of any kind of issue going on. But my daughter has been sick. Not to get into excruciating detail, but she's been vomiting, which is great. It's loads of fun. She's generally vomiting because she's coughing so much. So at a time when you have somebody who has COVID, you're supposed to try to keep them isolated from you, not around you. You're supposed to keep them in another room and like try to isolate as much as possible. I have a 3-year-old coughing in my eyes and mouth because she's insisting to be carried everywhere, which is fine. She's a 3-year-old. I love her, and I'll pick her up and carry her around as much as she needs. But the funny thing is that it's a great interaction to have with somebody because you're holding them up here. She's right by your face, and then she goes, "Hey, Daddy," and you go, "Yeah," and then she coughs right in your mouth. Right as you go, yeah. So we got that. We got that going on, which is fantastic. I continue to be negative myself. I'm positive that I'm a negative so far. I've tested negative every single time. I have no symptoms. So as my mother, who, by the way, I like it when people like to put my mom on trial every once in a while. It does happen. It does happen when, for instance, I have interactions with people that go, I know somebody who's a nurse and they train other nurses and they blah, 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 blah. And it's like, okay, that's my mom. That's been the entirety of my life. Okay? Anyhow, my mom has like almost the only reason she stopped being a nurse. Well, I think she still has her license because she does her required hours every year to maintain her license. But like, she has basically 50 years of experience being that. And it was funny because I was talking with her and she goes, we're really putting the vaccine to the test, right? The efficacy of the test. And, or the efficacy of the vaccine to the test. We're testing the efficacy of the vaccine. There we go. And, you know, like, it is what it is. Like, I'm been negative this whole time. I don't have any symptoms or anything like that. I'm just super tired from taking care of a 3-year-old who's coughing in my face, and she's got boogers, and she can't sleep, and she coughs until she throws up, and stuff like that. And it sucks. And it sucks. It sucks because we're 18 months into this. We're 18 months in. 18 months. 18 months into this. We've had vaccines for 10 months, I think. Right? Is that right? Something like that? I don't know. We've had open access to vaccines for like 10 months. We have vaccines that are expiring in states because people just are like, no, I'm not going to take it. I read some BS on Facebook, right? I saw an interview with Elon Musk today, who was, I'm very pro-vaccine, but I don't think we should mandate vaccines. Oh, okay. Because he's like, oh, people are going to lose their jobs. Okay, well, I've seen people lose their jobs because they refuse to wear their personal protective equipment, their PPE. They'd be like, I'm not gonna wear the eye protection at work anymore because it bothers me. It really bugs me, and they get fired for it because you're working where I was working at was extremely dangerous chemicals that would get into people's eyes, and you'd go blind. And then the company would have to pay like a crazy lawsuit because somebody went blind because they weren't wearing eye protection, right? So we're totally fine with those laws, right? Anyhow, Elon Musk's a turd, and I hate him. That's right. Hate's a strong word. I'm using a strong word because I have a strong emotion towards that guy. But, we're this far along in the pandemic, and it's literally like there's just a bunch of people continuing it on, and it's awful. And you know what? You're not supposed to say this kind of stuff because people get pissed and they cancel their patron. They no longer want to be a patron. They no longer want to support my channel. They no longer want to support the projects that I'm doing. So I'm not supposed to say this kind of stuff. Hey, guys, you're not supposed to take a stance on anything that you believe in. You're not supposed to do that because I'm going to cancel my support of your channel. That's what ends up happening. And you end up into this cycle of madness where you're going like, I want to try to appease all of these people that are helping support the thing that I want to do, right? And then, so like, I'm supposed to be the intermediary for them to go like, yeah, it's cool if you don't like a mask mandate, so you don't have to so you can stop your spit from flying out all over wherever you're out in public. Like, I'm supposed to back that up. I'm supposed to back up the crazy belief that you've decided that masks only work 10% of the time, which is completely backed by no study ever done, ever. But I'm not supposed to say that because it's like, I'm not going to be a patron anymore because, and that's where we're at, right? I kind of talked about it a little bit on Friday, and it's been bothering me a lot, which is probably why I have other YouTube channels that you guys don't know, about, and I don't want anybody to know about it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want anybody to know about it because it would probably affect my income, right? Because it would probably negatively affect my income if I decide to take a stance on something. I've talked about it before. I've talked about things like abortion. I've talked about things that are ongoing in the world, and it negatively affects my income. So, there does come a point where I will admit that I start to get pretty frustrated with interacting with the public, and I don't know if I have the skill set in order to express those frustrations in a way that are somehow amenable to the corporate environment that we live in every day, right? And it's weird. Joseph Stanley says, I love that I will not wear a mask. You can't make me get the vaccine. And you know what? I refuse to wash my hands anymore because you can't make me. That's right. It's like, okay, you don't have to take a vaccine. Sure. That's optional. You could do whatever you want. That's fine. Stop breathing on other people who don't have the option to interact with you in a way that would stop them from spreading a virus around that's been going around. And it's ridiculous to say that it's fake, right? Or anything like that. It's just ridiculous at this point. Oh, it's some kind of conspiracy. Okay, why are all the countries around the world having to deal with shutdowns and all this crazy nonsense, right? Why are they all? Is it a conspiracy around the world? Right? Because I don't know a single government that gets along with all of the governments of the world. That doesn't make any sense. So I don't know, whatever. It's just weird. We're at a weird time, and I have to admit I'm pretty frustrated. It's been an extremely frustrating and difficult week. By
by the way, Christmas is canceled. So my 3-year-old, it'll be me and Vicky and Olivia. We'll be here having Christmas without the grandparents or any of the family because there's COVID up in here now, right? So that's where we're at. So Christmas is canceled. Thanks, guys. Thanks to all the people going to Olivia's daycare that refuse to get vaccinated, refuse to wear masks, start fights with the little old ladies that work there doing the daycare thing. Thank you, because Christmas now is effectively canceled this year, which is funny because I constantly hear from the conservatives out there that refuse to get vaccines and whatnot that the liberals are trying to cancel Christmas. Oh, really? I recently read a study that showed that 96% of registered Democrats have been vaccinated, and 54% of Republicans are vaccinated. Right? Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not sure who's trying to cancel Christmas around here. I guess I guess the liberals, trying to fight against this vaccine or trying to fight against this virus are the people that are, trying to cancel Christmas, I guess. Eric Wyrock, what's up? Dee Dee is here. What's up, Dee Dee? I did try to come on to the ladies night with Dee Dee's Fin Den the other day, a couple weeks ago. It didn't work out. I didn't have a link. I couldn't jump in there. I didn't have a link. And you guys were talking about some racy stuff, so who knows? Maybe I'll be able to make it in there sometime, but good to see you. New Local Austin says Wingnut's gonna wing. I can say that I'm a wingnut from many angles. All right. So y'all gonna make me lose my mind. In my point of view, I like the discussion. If no discuss or theories or knowledge, nothing will improve. Yeah, I mean, that's the problem, is that there doesn't really seem to be that much of a discourse anymore about anything. It's just stomp your feet, slam the door, and run away. It just seems to be what a lot of people are up to. But I guess that's the reality that we live in. So I guess what I got to do is just make hyper middle of the road stuff where I make no just make no statements about anything, and then just, kind of wander off and be like, I don't even know if gravity's real anymore, man. I can't take a stance on gravity because, maybe gravity was, an invention of, I think it was an invention of the man. I think the man, it's fame, huh? Right? Because I don't want to offend the, I guess the anti-gravity establishment versus the pro-gravity establishment, right? Because as they say, the science isn't settled. The science isn't settled, guys. Ugh. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, it's a mess, and we got a super chat here we have to address from Ramel Bynum. Thank you very much, Ramel. I appreciate it. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. I don't know if I'm ever saying anybody's name right. And it's it's just a weird time. And I literally didn't even want to do a live stream today. I was just not going to because I had to take care of Olivia all day while Vicky worked on performance reports or something. I'm not 100% sure. Some work thing that she has to do. End of the year summary studies or something. I don't know what the hell it is, but I just didn't have time. Didn't have time to do it. I was taking care of Olivia all day, and then eventually Vicky came down and said, "Hey, look, you could go live. You could do your live stream for an hour or something. I can come down and work downstairs." And I was like, "All right, you know what? I'll hop on and address what's going on, what's happening, and just kind of like what I'm up to, man, and what's going on." The Fish Tank Barn with a member message. Look at that. Just imagine that. If you were a member, you could send in a green member message like this that gets highlighted every month. You could do it every month, apparently. Every month you could send one in. Happy holidays, man. Sorry that it hasn't been a good week. I'm going to be honest with you. It hasn't been a good year. This year has sucked. I just have not liked it. This year has just been awful. I've not liked it at all. I've not been, there hasn't been a time where I was really like feeling, oh wow, everything's going good. Well, actually, let me rephrase that. There's been a lot of good things happening this year that I'm not super mad. I'm not super upset about it or anything like that. But overall, I give 2021 like a 4 out of 10. You know what I mean? Like, there's been some good stuff, but it's like overall just overbearing nonsense of just bad news. And like, the beginning of the summer, there was like a week where all the mandates went away, and they were like, you know what, everything's fine. If you're vaccinated, don't worry about it, whatever. And then it just spiraled out of control from there, and then we're just back to where it is before. It's starting to sound like a flat Earth stream up in here. It's all gravity, NASA. NASA lies. Yeah, and believe it or not, there's a lot of people out there peddling that kind of garbage that make a lot of money. They make a lot of money on this website. I literally, I guess I could just go Tim Pool, Ben Shapiro, total nonsense, and just go total nonsense all the time. Just these like unfounded political beliefs that are just completely emotional nonsense and just made up, and just start like screaming about CRT and all this crazy stuff that they're claiming is like brainwashing the world or something like that. I guess I could do that. That's a theory. There's a theory behind that you could do that. You could just go Charlie Kirk and sidle up to a oil billionaire and get massive amounts of funding to just make stuff up. I guess I could do that. Current job site is NASA Langley. Those guys are the real deal. Moon landing happened. Yeah, of course the moon landing happened. I mean, come on. We'd kind of gotten over that conspiracy, and then Joe Rogan brought it back. Joe Rogan brought it back full steam. I figured we'd gotten over it by this point. And the weird thing is like, so Vicky watches those murder shows all the time. I know all the ladies watching right now. 90% of the women that are watching my live stream or watching anything right now are literally like, oh man, there's a new serial killer show on Netflix. Oh my God, I'm going to watch it. Well, I have to sit by sometimes and watch those. I normally just leave because they're so depressing. I can't take it. But she'll watch those serial killer shows or whatnot, and then like something that stood out to me on those shows is that just the really tiny amount of money that the tiny amount of money that people pay to other people in order to commit the most heinous crime possible. It would be like, oh my God, they paid $40,000 to go like shoot some people or whatever, right? And you're like, oh my God, that's it? And the thing is, like, if the moon landing was fake, there's so many people out there that would pay that kind of money for that information, right? And the tens of thousands of people that were involved in that, some people would have been paid off by now and we would have found out about it. But there's just nothing. There's just nothing there. There's literally some idiots arguing about the cover of Time magazine, right? The video of the moon landing, which may or may not be a real video. It may or may not be a real video. I guess. But that's what they're arguing about. It's literally like, instead of dealing with the science side of it, with all this other documentation, they go, the cover of this magazine was faked. Like, no doubt that the cover of a magazine was a photoshopped image. That's what magazines do. So is it difficult to tie those strings together and go like, this magazine edited the photo on the cover of the magazine? Well, guess what? Like, it didn't say Time magazine in the image when they took the image also, right? Is it that much of a shocker that it would have been cropped and photoshopped to make it look nicer for a magazine cover? Like, is that somehow blowing your mind? You know? Yeah, it's crazy. Donald's Fish Vibe says $40,000 for that. It's $100. Hey, people do all sorts of crimes. That's all I'm saying is that the example given was in one of those Netflix TV shows where the murder people were on there, right? And that was ongoing. And I was like, that's the amount of money that it takes for that? Oh, my God, that's not a lot of money, you guys. And so if you're talking about the most heinous of crimes, I would say exposing the fake moon landing is a much less heinous situation. Does that make sense? Does anybody like see the parallel that I'm pasting out there? By the way, it is almost the end of the year, so I have to do the requisite end of the year membership drive. Hey guys, we only have 68 members. We want to try to get to 100 again. We were there before. We lost them all. They all went away. Or if you happen to know a super rich billionaire, I don't know where. There used to be a shareable link for the join button, but it's the blue button at the bottom. I don't even know where it is anymore. There used to be like a share button that I could post and I could spam it in the, it literally just has, the links to share here has nothing in it now. I don't know why. Create a members only post, add an intro video, badges, emoji. I don't even, there's no way to share it anymore. I don't know. You used to be able to share the membership button, but you can't do that anymore. I don't know why not. But yeah, or you could sign up on Patreon. It's super cheap. It's $1. It's $1 a month, and you can sign up for a year. And you could do it for $1 a month, and you get like, what is it, 20% off or 10% off? I'm not sure. You get a discount for becoming a member for a year. So there you go. That's the stupid thing I'm supposed to tell you guys. Hey, become a member, and I can make more content on this channel. How about that? That's the hard sell. Hey, become a member, and I'll make YouTube videos for you. How about that? On a personal note, I've talked about it on the live stream a few times. We're selling this house because we have to move because we just can't take it here anymore. We can't take it. We can't take it here anymore. All right, I'm just kidding. We like our house. We love our house. There's not enough property here. We were going to build another building for a fish room because my current fish room, as Alyssa and I have talked about on numerous occasions on here, we've talked about it on numerous occasions that my current fish room is like 110 square feet, maybe, something like that. I mean, 2 people in there, it's super crowded. And that's a problem. Meanwhile, if you are a member, the phone lines are open if anybody needs to call in. We're not going to be on that long today, so if anybody needs to call in, I'm letting you know. You could call in if you want. But we were going to build another building on the property here. As you guys know, we remodeled the kitchen. We remodeled the bathroom. We redid some floors. We've done tons of work to this house, and we realized we've gotten too big for our britches here, okay? There's not enough space to build the greenhouse that I want to build here. There's not enough space to build a big enough fish room. Okay, technically there is enough space to build the big enough fish room, but they don't want me to build it as big as I want to build it. I want to build it 1,500 square feet, preferably 1,600 square feet. The county said 1,000 maximum, which is if I pay for a variance to go closer than they want me to the neighbor's property line, right? If not, then it needs to be, my brain, I cannot remember what the number is. just shy of 800 square feet, which, by the way, I don't know if you guys are math wizards out there, but that's half of the size. That's half of the 1,600 square foot that I wanted to build. And the reason for that is that the design, start, all the groundwork, all that kind of crap is the expensive part, right? Getting the building started and all of the initial cost. But you're literally, if you're building a building that's this big and then you expand it this big, right? You're looking at like, oh, wow, that's only a 12% increase in price, right? So you understand why I would want to build the building bigger and be discouraged from building a smaller building, right? It just really kind of like hits you right in the gut where you go like, yeah, I don't know if I want to spend that $40,000. I think all in all, it was going to cost right in the range of like 44,000, something like that. Which, sucks, number one. But number two, if it was going to cost that much, I would want to build it the size that I want it to be. Now, where we live is we have a house on one side, we have a house on the other side, there's a street and an alley. So you understand, this property isn't going to get any bigger. It's not like there's a parcel out back that we could buy. It's not like there's unoccupied land somewhere near here that we could incorporate. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that we could do. So we go, okay, what's our overall plan? And our overall plan has been to move to another property down in the south end where we live right now. In the south end where we live right now is great. I love it down here. We were going to be moving closer to the mountains. That was our plan. That's what we were going to do. But we've evaluated that the schools out there aren't quite as good as the schools in the north end. The infrastructure isn't quite as good as up north. We have more family up north. We don't have all of our family up north, but a lot of our family lives up north of Seattle. So we're going, okay, those are advantages. So we want the good school system, we want more land, and we'll have more family around. Because obviously, this pandemic isn't going anywhere or anything like that, so we're just going to be dealing with this whole situation forever. And I'd like to just be closer to people that I could spend time with and whatnot. So those are all benefits, right? Also, I work up in the north end, as you guys know. And if I'm working up in the north end, it means I got to drive forever. I got to drive super far, blah, blah, blah. Just wasting time and money driving around and all that kind of stuff. And so we take all that stuff into consideration, so we're looking up north. That's what we're going to do. We're going to end up moving. But on the good note that I was trying to tell you guys about, the list here is getting shorter and shorter and shorter, which is good. That is a stress off your boy's back over here, which is helpful. But it's extremely stressful to be buying and selling a house and doing all that kind of stuff with the move and all those things. So that thing is hanging up on my thing. Oh, my package is on the way, but it's running late. My God, man, I ordered this so long ago, and it's a Christmas present. Thanks, Amazon. Thanks for sending me that update that you lost my Christmas presents for Victoria. Okay, cool. That was a good update to get during the show. Very helpful. Very helpful to get that shipping update during the show. So we got that. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is. Oh, yeah. Somebody, I don't know who, somebody went wild buying stuff through our Amazon affiliate. Yes, the other day. Thank you, whoever that was. Thanks. I have to sign back in. Oh my God. I was just trying to share the link. There we go. Copy URL. Oh my God, this mouse is getting broken. I may or may not have karate chopped this this mouse the other day, and the button's not exactly working the best. Oh no, I hit inspect instead of paste. Paste. There. Stop giving me inspect Windows. There we go. Got to close that. Okay. Let's see. What's up in the chat? Fish Tropic is here. What's going on? Fish Tank Barn. Fish Tank Barn. What did the Fish Tank Barn put in here? I got to remember to prioritize member people that are members in the chat. What did the Fish Tank Barn say? I must have missed it. Oh, I guess that my daughter and her friend can fly to volleyball practice since I won't need to drive her since due to lack of gravity. That's true. Good point. Good point. Gravity's not real. Or is it? Ooh, I'm just asking questions. Yeah. I normally see a lot of the grifters on here just like posing things and they're like, I'm just asking questions. I don't really know. Mickham, I just watched the murder history of John Lennon's killer. Beliefs can do much crazy nonsense with some people in the need of a good life and future. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Yeah. Mickham says, sounds like some great future plans. Raise the quality of your lives. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. We initially moved down here to the South End because there were a lot of positives that we were going off of. And then Vicky's area was down here. And you know, here's the weird thing is that due to the pandemic and Vicky getting promoted multiple times in the last 2 years, she got her boss's job and then she got her boss's job and she's moving up. So it's all good. But now she's remote and the company that she works for is like, you'll just be remote forever. There's really no reason to continue having you come into a super expensive office building when you could more effectively do your job without commuting, right? So it's kind of a win-win. If you're an environmentalist, it's a win-win for sure. If you're a fish fan, if you're an aquarium fish keeping fan, then it's a win for you because then we won't have to live down here at this property. So yeah, it's just one of those things where we're just continuing to deal with that. Glitch Aquatics says hello. I don't know who Glitch Aquatics is. Who are you? Who are you, Glitch Aquatics? Are they still here? Oh, they are. Okay, they're still here. Who are you? Like Cheshire Cat. Oh no, is that the Cheshire Cat? Who does the who are you? Are you in Alice and Wonderland? So I guess moving on to that's the caterpillar. God, I was thinking it was the Cheshire Cat. It's the cat. It's the caterpillar. As soon as I said Cheshire Cat, I'm second guessing it. Alec the Nice says, I hope my boss promotes me to work from home electrician. Yeah, wouldn't that be great? You're just like, I don't know, have you turned it on and off again? Like, there's no power to the building. Yeah, but have you tried to turn it on and off? Have you tried to turn it on and off again? See if it comes back on? See if it works then? Oh my God, Eric Wyrock says Glitch is cool AF. Okay. I trust Eric, so all right. Do they have a YouTube channel? Should we promote it? Oh my God, I can't even like go to your channel anymore. It used to be able to go to people's channels from the chat. Let's see. Copy. And then we go over here to YouTube. Control V. Oh my God, it says I'm live right now. There are other channels that are live right now that are doing way better than me. So that's good. Good for those guys. That's badass. Okay. Oh my God, Glitch Aquatics has some YouTube content. Copy. Dude, let's promote. Why not? Control V. Can we get, I don't know, 10 subscribers for. I don't have that many people on my live stream. I don't have that kind of power, you know. But why not? Why not? Let's see. Oh, hold on. Is there audio? Is it copywritten audio?
But everybody just kind of lives together, and I gotta feed the peas very soon.
Okay, my first advice.
Here,
My first advice: get a microphone because your audio is super
I
quiet.
just recently, it's pretty moany in there, but
Second piece of advice: turn off all
moved
other lights in the room when you're filming your fish
within a
tanks.
couple-
All of them. Put blackout
There.
curtains
They're
over the
just trying-
windows.
to cushion that a little bit until I'm ready with those guys' new homes.
I don't know what this video is about.
But otherwise,
Oh, this must
my
just be like
person knows that
this is like a fish room
happy
update.
about that.
So yeah, hey man, you guys like fish room
wasn't too
updates?
big-
Glitch Aquatics is doing those. Corridors eggs hatching, that looks cool. Ladies in my bedroom, the beta sorority. Oh my god, beta sororities are so hot right now. You know what I mean? So there's that. Yeah. So check that out. So that's some YouTube content for you. Oh my god, and they're promoting other YouTubers. Now that's a question. Now we have a question on our hands. Do we trust anybody who's promoting another YouTuber? I hope somebody gets that. Does anybody get that joke? Probably not. Probably because it's a bad joke. But oh my god, they're like basically new to YouTube. 2 months ago is the newest video. Oh my god, two months ago is the newest video. Okay. Well, there you go. There you go. We've promoted somebody else's YouTube channel with fish content. Has fish content. I haven't been able to review the content to know if it's accurate or definitive or anything like that, but there we go. Oh, we lost a bunch of viewers though. Whole bunch of people left. Oh my god. So you see what happens? You try to promote somebody else's YouTube channel, you just lose a bunch of viewers. They all just peace out. Right? Chicken Joe, woohoo! It's been a long time. It's been a good minute since I've caught a live chat. I don't know how long this has been going, but glad to be here. Bok bok. Cool. To those of you that have not been around for a long time, become a member, and you can join up on our Discord, and you don't necessarily have to be at the live streams to know what's going on. I will say that. You can become a member over there. Occasionally, people will argue with you, but more often than not, people are just getting along, having a good time, talking about all the stuff that we are into. Yeah, that's basically it's basically one of the big perks to becoming a member. Plus, you get to join up on our Minecraft server in case you want. You can go on there and make a giant fish tank. I like to run around our Minecraft server and make little fish tanks around, and then sometimes people find them and they go like, "Hey, who made that fish tank?" And I'll be like, it's a good question. It's a good question. Who was it? Yeah. I think if you go to this Amazon link, they're in there. I'm bad at links, copying links properly. Uh-oh. Who's asking a question about a link? See, I don't know who's even asking about a link. Oh. Hey, Joel, long ago you recommended a smaller air pump for less than 50 aquariums. I think it was around $90. I know that Aquarium Co-op carries a linear piston pump now, but I don't even have a link to that. But you could probably check out aquariumcoop.com if you want to. Or we can just look that up real quick. So my search results will normally... Like, because I cache my search results, it'll normally pop up stuff that's in my Amazon nonsense. Fish room ready aquarium air pump. None of them are around $90 anymore. They've probably gone up because of the crazy pandemic, you know? Prices have gone up. Oh my god, Alyssa says, don't forget about our awesome and hilarious meme section. That's true. That's true. There's some pretty thick memes up in there. Maybe we should show these off for a second. This is indeed a thick meme. Let's see, we'll go add source. We can't go screen capture because it'll end up capturing too much of the screen, but this will give you an idea of our memes, our meme section, right? Oh, this is just the memes from like the last day. Oh my god, so many memes, guys. So many memes, just in case you need a treasure trove to drop on your family members. Drop a lot of memes on your family members. There you go. It's like an archive. It's an archive of memes. And just imagine what you could do with that many memes. You know what I mean? Just right there, ready to go at all times. You could just scroll through there, and you could just bust. You could bust so many memes, you just lose your mind. And then you just, I don't know, fall down and fart. Oh my God, I was talking about that the other day. Somebody shared with me a video of somebody tripping, falling down, and farting. And, you know, like, it's one of those things where I don't think there's really anything that's funnier, you know? Should I be rocking these, guys? These are the readers they told me to get. These are the readers they told me to get. They told me to get some readers for the up close when I'm reading books and stuff. So I got these ones so I could do the old guy thing. And I could have them, like, ride down on my... I could have them ride down on the end of my nose, like Chuck Schumer or what's his name? I don't know, any idiot that's a million years old in our government. They wear their glasses like way down like this because they're like, oh, hi, how you doing? Oh, yeah, okay, I'm going back to reading. I don't know why. I don't know why they're doing this, but wouldn't you could do this one? No? No, I don't like them. Corvus says, Alyssa says, oh, yeah, I already read that. Joseph says, I'm a member of Corey and Jason, but it will not even give me the option anymore. Oh, that's weird. I don't know why. I don't know why that's the case. But you should be a member. That's all I'm saying. It's almost the end of the year, so people should become super members at this point. I don't know why you wouldn't have the option anymore. I don't know what's going on. Twitch is telling me that I'm supposed to be live streaming on Twitch. Okay, well, I'm not doing that right now, Twitch. Stop emailing me about it. Oh, one of the houses I wanted to buy, it got sold. It was too expensive anyhow, so I wasn't going to buy it. That house was too expensive. I get emails coming in right now. It's like 4:30 around here. It's just hot. You know, the emails are hot right now. My experience earlier when clicking another tuber's channel in chat, another window opened up. Now it always leaves existing stream and turns the channel in link. Maybe fixable. That I don't know. I guess I shouldn't drop any other YouTube channels links if that's the case. If it's gonna send people immediately to their channel, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be dropping anybody else's YouTube channel in there. But I feel good about it. I feel good about Glitch Aquatics. That seemed like a solid share. Soundboard memes. Yeah, I got my MIDI controller over here because I was doing some goofy MIDI controller looping, sampling, and silly nonsense like that. And to be brutally honest with you guys, like I'm not even sure this YouTube channel is worthy of it. You know, it feels like that kind of nonsense gets appreciated a lot better elsewhere. So I'll probably be continuing that elsewhere. Joseph says, I've done everything, even deleted and reinstalled YouTube, nothing. Yeah, so I don't know. But you could always just go over to the Patreon, and you will get the same perks. You get pretty much the same perks. It's all the same perks. You just don't get highlighted in the chat if you want. You don't have to. It's a soft sell. Soft sell around here. Do whatever you want. But like I said, if you know an oil baron, right, send him over. If you know an oil baron or somebody like that who's just like super wealthy, send him over. Send him my way. I wanna build him a giant fish tank, and make a video out of it or something. You know, why not? And maybe we'll, I don't know, make a movie or something. We'll make a movie. I know an author that will let me. I know an author that'll let me use the rights to their books to do a video of them. So hit me up if you know an oil baron or somebody like that. If you know like an oil baron or somebody like that who wants to make a weird movie, send them my way. Send them my way because I want to make a weird movie. I'm going to make a weird movie about ghosts and swords and wizards and stuff. No dragons. No dragons. There won't be a dragon in it. I refuse. I refuse to make a movie that features a dragon as a character. I just will not do it. Sorry. Oh my God. We got the biggest super chat in a long time. Paula Kreinberg. Making up for the dropped anti-mask Patreon with the happy holidays. Thank you, Paula. Oh my God. A $50 super chat? It's like indigo. What color is that? It's like indigo, bro. Well, thank you, Paula. I 100% appreciate it. That's big time. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I super pissed off somebody who I would have thought would have never been pissed off, but they did. Along with other people. Other people were like, "Oh God, I'm mad too." Probably because you're not supposed to take a stance about anything, and I don't know if I'll ever. I don't know if I'll. I don't know if they'll ever get through to me. I don't know if they'll ever get through to me to be like, you can't say whatever you want to say because it's going to make people mad. And I'll be like, look, I don't know. But then that means you can't say anything, right? Because then you can't say anything. Because somebody will be mad. If you make the most innocuous statement possible, somebody will be mad about it, and pitch a fit. Because that's just how it is nowadays, Alyssa says, but isn't indigo like super dark blue? I mean, it's like that darkish purple thing. I don't know. Maybe it's magenta. I don't know. You're probably right. I'm wrong. Sorry, it's not indigo. It's magenta. I'll call it magenta. Does that help? Hold on. What color is? Hold on. What color is the $50 super chat? If you want your message to be pinned for the maximum amount of time, namely 5 hours, that will cost you a whopping $500. The colors are as follows. Red for anything over 100. Oh, it's magenta from 50 to 100. Yep, it's magenta. You're right. Orange from 20 to 50. Yellow between 10 and 20. And green if you spend between 5 and 10. And it's like light blue if it's $1 or something. Yeah. Okay, so it's magenta. There you go. It would have to be like yeah, it has to. I've only seen the red ones a couple of times on my channel, so, but it has happened. Just so you guys know, like, I'm real cool. Whatever. I'm an idiot. What do I care? What does anybody care? I'm a dumb person. What do you want? Yeah, more purpley blue. It's a pinkish maroon. Yeah, I was thinking indigo because the indigo. I don't know. Okay. Do you want the story? Here's the story. Olivia has been saying indigo like crazy. That's it. It's not interesting. Olivia has been saying indigo about everything. And so I said indigo because I'm dumb and I've been saying a lot with my 3-year-old daughter. And yeah. Fish Tropic. Can you do an outrageous channel commercial just going around saying Morvis Corvus? Screaming at people like a crazy man. We need more Morvis Corvus. I could probably do that. I have let me look through my sketch notes from the last week. Oh, that's not this channel. That's not this channel. Oh, here we go. Yeah, here's a weird sketch about the train track problem. You know, we talk about the train track problem, the humans on the train track. Yeah. Yeah, so do you guys know the train track problem? The one where it's like, so there's 5 people laying on the train tracks. There's 4 on this run of train tracks, and there's 1 on the other train tracks, and you have the lever to send the train on the 4 or the 1. Like, if you just let it go, it'll run over the 4 people. If you make it change tracks, it'll run over an individual person. And so the overall, you have to make the moral dilemma of making the decision for the greater good, right? Like, that's the whole reason for the whole thing. There are options to remove. So option 2 would be, okay. So option 1 is 1 person. Option 2 is the 4 people. Option 3, secret option 3, is that you just eliminate all of the people. Yeah. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird thing. But yeah, that's one of the sketches that we're working on right now. It's probably a monumental waste of time, but it's one of the things. And there's a lot of train tracks around here, so it would be pretty easy to shoot on the train tracks. As long as the trains aren't coming. But there are train tracks out here that are disabled. Like, there's no train that ever goes on them. So we could shoot out there and not worry about getting run over for real. Yeah. Morvis Corvus is a fun word to say. It's a fun word to say. Anyhow, that's going to be a short stream for today. We're like an hour in, and I'm a weirdo. And thank you, Paula. And who else super chatted? Oh my God, we just got one from Keith. We got a $10 super chat from Keith. I haven't even seen Keith 746N. I've never seen that Keith before. Thank you, Keith. And then our other super chat has expired in my viewer activity for some reason. Ramel Bynum. Thank you, Ramel. And Keith and Paula Kreinberg. Appreciate it. If we had like a ton of super chats, maybe I could try to stay on or whatever. But like I appreciate you guys' support. 100%. Thank you very much. I'll be back with more fish content. I've filmed a bunch of stuff. I literally have filmed a bunch of like the beginning portions of a bunch of fish videos. And my plan was to start getting those out for 2022, but this 2-week COVID thing has thrown everything out the window. I don't even know what's going on right now. I'm going to be honest with you guys. But those will be coming out sometime next year, and we'll be still doing the live streams whenever I can. Obviously, even Vicky is willing to sacrifice a little bit so that we can do the live stream and be around and have some laughs and stuff. Because I had basically an hour and a half today to do anything. And here's my decision-making process. My decision-making process is I could get on here, I could talk with you guys, we could have some go back and forth, have some rapport, or I could like get an hour and a half worth of some editing done. And because I'm not the greatest editor in the world, it's not like we would have finished a video. And you guys would have seen nothing and been around for nothing. And but yeah. So I don't know if I got the linear piston air pump for let me go hold on. I'm going to answer this linear piston air pump question real quick. So when you're looking for an air pump, you want to get a linear piston air pump. They're generally speaking the best ones on the market for the multitude of reasons, mainly being that they're just going to last much longer. Oh my God, here it is. Here is the little tiny air pump. It is available. There are 8 left in stock. Oh my God. I can't even believe we found it. I had to go a different route. Who asked the question? Who asked the question? I'm a member in my experience, blah, blah, blah. I thought it was Joseph, but it might have been somebody else. Sean Morrissey, blah, blah, blah. Hey, Joel, you long ago recommended a smaller air pump. Yep, it was Joseph. There it is. Joseph Stanley. I hope he's still here. At Joe. Joe? Oh, JOS. Duh. Control V. Boom. Joseph Stanley. Let me know if you get it. Yeah, it's $90. I wouldn't say that you want to run a ton of aquariums on it. If you want to run a ton of aquariums on this piston air pump, then I wouldn't recommend it. But if you're running like a bunch of little sponge filters and stuff like that, you could do quite a few. Probably in the range of like 6 to 12 smaller ones that don't require a ton of air. Maybe 10, 12. I think 12 is like the most that I would put on this little pump. If you're going to be running 40 pumps, 50 pumps, and you need a really big manifold for a lot of air going in, you're obviously just gonna have to upgrade and get a bigger pump. The Alita ones are the ones that I like the best. Whether they're available or not is totally up to whatever weird pandemic situation that could possibly be out there is. A bunch of the bigger ones are much more expensive right now. Like the regenerative blowers are easy to find on the used market if you can rebuild them, but if that's not in your wheelhouse, then like here's one that's a regenerative one. This is what I would probably go for if I was going to run a big manifold. This thing is like $200, but you're gonna have to like put it in another room because it's pretty loud. But you can pretty simply run a 1-inch. I think it's 1 inch or 1 1/4 that runs off this. Don't quote me on the size, but you could run a 1-inch pipe just straight off the bottom of this thing and run it through a wall into another room, and you can have it just run like a ton of tanks. You'll be totally fine. But it's noisy, so be aware of that. You're going to have to run it into another room. Unless you don't care, unless you like loud noises in your fish room. I don't. I like zero noise. I like it to be crisp, zero sound, nothing happening in there. So that might be a better route if you're going to run like a whole buttload of tanks. So anyhow, I'll see you guys later. I got to go take care of my daughter, and my wife has to do her Monday meeting. So that is what's going to be happening right now.